worry about it. Of course, you can come back to review the questions. Okay, and let me know if you have any questions. Okay, so this is our grammar point today. Hope you enjoy it. Okay, and also know more about when and how to use present perfect, simple and continuous. Okay, if you have questions, you can come back to this part. Okay, so once again, if you go back to this web page, okay, you can also do this multiple choice questions online. When you finish it online, you will see the correct answers. OK， 所以这也是一个线上自学网站哦。那刚刚题目都是从这个网站出来的，同学可以在线上再作答，然后也可以再得到正确的答案。Or you can download the worksheets here, the exercises, and also the answers. Okay, so this is for your information. You can review it by yourself. Okay, so if no other questions, let's move on to the final part. We still have about 15 minutes left. Okay, so part 3 about self-introduction is for job interview. Of course, you haven't had a need to interview for a job now, but still in the future, after you graduate, or if you want to have internship, okay, you may need it. Of course, the self-introduction in daily conversation, informal conversation, is different from the formal one, the job interview one. OK， 那这个影片我们时间关系先不看啊，那同学可以了解一下正式场合。OK, so we just skip the video first. OK, here are some important points about the difference between informal self-introduction and also your introduction at job interview. OK, so some points. First, don't ramble on about your personal life. OK, like where you come from, or your relationship, your family, your hobbies. These are all your personal life. Of course, you can say it in informal conversation, okay, but if it's a job interview, you need to focus on your education and experience. So the focuses are different. 可以哈，所以一般的日常自我介绍，当然各方面都可以介绍生活兴趣。OK， 当然工作职场的介绍就不会讲太多个人生活，就会着重在你的学经历啊，学经历。And it's best to give concrete examples. Okay, include specific work achievements or accomplishments. Okay, from your study, from what you have done. Okay, in your college life. Or if you did some part-time job, or if you got some good grades on some courses, or if you did some reports, okay, you can include the important experiences, okay, specific examples. 也就是要口说要有据啦，要有具体的实证，你真的做过什么 ？Okay, so using this example for number 3 to highlight your strengths and ability. Of course, you need to promote yourself. Okay, you need to talk about what you are good at. Okay, what you can do. Okay, 也就是你做过什么，可能是去强调你的能力跟长处。那当然是符合这个公司所需的。For example, your English ability, or your computer ability, or your other professional abilities. And finally, show your enthusiasm. Okay, you need to be positive, be passionate, be enthusiastic. Okay, to show that you really love this job or you really want to get into this company. Okay, so sometimes if your experience or if your abilities are not that good, but still your passion, okay, your passion can come across to let others feel you are really motivated and you can learn quickly. OK， 所以有时候态度、动机强烈 ，OK， 让人觉得你有上进心，想要加入也是非常重要的。OK，so all what you say is to show that you can add value and be a great fit for this organization. OK， 所以你所说的、所做的都是要去证明你适合这个职位。Okay, we are running out of time, so we may skip this part. If you are interested, you can watch this video by yourself. Okay, so there will be some examples about job interview, or tell me about yourself during the job interview. Okay, and now I'm going to talk about your homework. Okay, homework 2. Okay, homework 2, you need to record your own individual self-introduction speech. Okay, so you can draft what you want to say first. Okay, so here are some simple structure. For example, introduce your name, okay, your background, like your family, your hometown, okay, and also your education, okay, maybe your high school or previous learning experiences. And of course, if you have work experiences or other experiences, you can include them. Okay, and because this is kind of informal to get us knowing each other, so you can share something about your personal life, your hobbies, and also your hopes and future plans at the end. Okay, so this is like from the past to the present and to the future. Okay, using the timeline, okay, as a way to structure your content. Okay,所以自我介绍让漫无目的的谈可能会没有一个重点，那怎么样有个清楚的脉络，可以用个时间轴啦。所以从自己的出生背景、家庭啊，对过去的教育 ，OK， 那到目前的相关经验或是现在的兴趣嗜好 ，OK， 那到未来，你说大家都是大一新生 ，OK， 成为大学生，你对于学校生活，或是对于我们英文课，或是对于你毕业后的人生展望 ，OK， 有没有一些未来的目标或是一些自我期许 ？Okay, so you can talk about your background, okay, your current situations, your interests, and also because all of you are freshmen, okay, so you can have some hopes for your college life, or some expectations for this English course, or some future plans after you graduate. Okay, so we will come back to a sample video later. Okay, I just want to talk to you about the rules of submitting this homework. Okay, so you need to submit 2 parts. Okay, the first one is a video file. Okay, so your self-introduction, it doesn't need to be long, just 1 minute. Okay, 1 minute. Of course, if you want to be longer, you can make it longer. Okay, but about 1 minute is okay. Okay, so you can just upload the video to Google Classroom, or you can provide a link, okay, like YouTube link, okay, but make sure it works so that I can access it to watch your video. OK， 所以第一部分当然就是你自我介绍的影片啊，你可以自己用手机录一下，那就是收音要确认清楚。So make sure I can see your face and also hear your voice clearly. Okay, so when you speak, just relax and be more confident in yourself. Okay, say it clearly, so you don't need to say it very quickly. Okay, to be clear is more important. OK， 所以讲得清楚会比讲得快速重要啦，所以同学不用太紧张。OK， 有些同学可能面对镜头会有点不自在，不过既然是自己一个人录，应该不用太担心啦，就是放轻松，然后尽量去做一个练习就好。OK， the second part of your homework, okay, it includes 2 writing pieces. The first one is the script, the draft of your speech. 也就是你的讲稿 ，Okay, so you can type down what you want to say in your video. Okay, it doesn't need to be 100% the same. Okay, so what you say doesn't need to be 100% the same as what you've written. Okay, 你可以把它当做一个讲稿啦，但是你讲影片的时候可以不用看稿或是逐字念没有关系，因为有些同学可能比较喜欢自然的发挥，所以讲稿可以当做就是你一个草稿大纲，那内容当然要有相关，但是不用完全100%符合没关系。Okay, so provide your written script or draft of your speech. Okay, so when you make your draft, you can. Okay, when you make your draft, okay, you can use it outline. Okay, as I just mentioned, introduce your name and family background first, your education or related experiences, your hobbies, and finally, okay, looking forward to the future, any future hopes or plans. Okay, but this is just for your reference. If you want to change any part, you can still change it. Okay, so this is just a sample structure for you, okay, to refer to. 所以同学可以依照这个架构啊，当然你有其他想法，想要更换其他的部分都可以哈。Okay, so after you've written your draft, you can practice for a few times. Of course, if there's any new words, you can look it up and listen to the online dictionary to make sure the pronunciation. Or we also provided some pronunciation tips today. Okay, like I'm or my names. Okay, you can practice with linking sounds or the intonation, the stress when you are giving your self-introduction speech. Okay, 所以同学在练习念的时候，今天的一些发音技巧、重音、节奏的部分，也可以应用在你自己的影片上哈。Okay, then try to video recording your own self-introduction video. Try to speak clearly and confidently. Okay, and the final part, the reflective writing, 就是心得感想啦。Okay, so after you finish recording your video, you come back to watch your own video by yourself. Okay, this is a good way to let you understand how you speak. Okay, what parts you are doing well, and also what parts you may want to improve in the future. Okay, 那我们常口说，也许自己一个人没有机会练习，那其实录影就是一个最好的自我练习啦。So this is a good way for you to practice speaking by yourself, and you can see how you did in your own video. Okay, so after you record it and watch it, you can write about what you learned from these experiences or what you want to improve. Okay, so here are some questions, okay, for you to think and write about. For example, what have you learned from this experience of doing this video recording and also preparing your self-introduction? And also, what do you think about your speech? The structure, content, pronunciation, intonation, and so on. OK， 所以当我们给同学评分回馈，会鼓励同学，那也会依照这4部分去给予同学回馈啦。OK， so the overall structure 架构 content 内容。OK， so you can give some concrete examples. OK， to make your content fuller, OK, more enriched. 所以同学可以举一些比较具体、充实的例子哈。OK, pronunciation, intonation 就是刚刚讲的发音、语调 and so on. Okay, so you can look into these different parts, different aspects of your own speech. Okay, and what you are doing well and what do you want to improve. Okay, and anything else you want to say to me or about this course, you can also write it at the end. 可以哈，所以算是第一次同学回馈的作业啦。所以最后对课程有任何相关的疑问、建议，或是你自己学习英文有任何相关的需求，都可以最后留言啦。那最后留言，如果真的英文讲不清楚的话，可以用中文做一些补充嘛。OK， 不过原则上当然讲稿跟影片内容是要英文嘛。Okay, so your English self-introduction video, your English draft, and finally your self-reflection. And write about what you learned from this experience. Okay, so the homework is put already on our Google Classroom. So you can see it here, homework 2. Okay, so all our explanation is online now. Okay, so you can review it. Okay, so 有帮同学做一些中文注记啦。Okay, 同学可以再确认一下。So remember to submit a video for about 1 minute, and also you can use Google Document, okay, to upload your script and also your reflective writings. Okay, so below are some guidelines and also sample structures. Okay, and also some sample videos. You can watch it by yourself. Okay, so you have 2 weeks to do it. So deadline is October 4th. October 4th. 可以哈，所以给同学2个礼拜啦。OK， 那如果这2个礼拜之间有困难，随时可以反映给我。Okay, so after 2 weeks, we will have a national holiday on October 11th. Okay, so I will try to review your homework and give you feedback, okay, after you submit it. Okay, and coming back on October 18, okay, we will start our new lessons. OK 好，所以大家稍微知道一下我们的行程哦。OK, so this is for your homework too. Any other questions? OK, 没有哦。那最后2分钟，我们可能没有时间做到这个啦，因为今天有点长。OK， 那我们下周有时间再继续啦。OK, so next week we will start Unit 2. Okay, Unit 2. So for those who join us in the classroom, please remember to download the handouts and print it out and bring it to the classroom. 很好，所以下礼拜请同学记得印线上讲义带来，那我们会进入新的单元。OK， 那有需要预习可以事先预习哈。So for those online, you can also preview this handouts and we will discuss it with you our class time next week. Okay, so if no other questions, that's the end of our class today. Thank you for all your participation. Okay, and I would like to see you all next week, whether online or in our classroom. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.